Welcome to another episode of Tele-Story. I hope you've been enjoying these. We've had so much fun making these so far. If this is your first Tele-Story, bienvenue, willkommen entre vous здравствуйте, welcome. We are doing a thing where one of us will tell a story from our character's point of view about some time in their past before the gang got together, and we record that story. We send it to the next person. They have one chance to watch the story. Then they film themselves retelling that story, send it to the next person, who again, one chance to watch, record, send on until all of the stories are done. And then we get together and we laugh at each other for these stories.
Very apt.
Yeah, it's a combination of like great fun and learning about these characters, which I've really enjoyed, and also just an opportunity for us to hang out and have a good time. So we hope you will also have a good time tonight and laugh along with us or at us. Both are true.
Way. Yeah,
Either way.
Tonight's probably gonna be a lot of at us.
Yeah, tonight I am more nervous than most nights because tonight is Asura's story. And I went all the way in on this story, so yeah.
I mean, go big or go home.
Yeah.
Listen, Asura whole ass is everything she does.
Yeah.
And I'm no different. So tonight's Asura's story. I don't know what else to say about it other than this was a time before she knew the boys.
And you are nervous, aren't you?
I'm super nervous. I don't know what to say.
Tara is speechless. I'm like, whoa, what is this moment?
Oh,
Listen, I haven't been doing acting for a while, so like I acted in this. I'm nervous.
Don't worry, we butchered it for you. It's okay. It's
good.
Okay.
Yeah. Takes a load off of me. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say or should say. Guys, do you have anything to say?
Just kind of like what Larry said. I feel like we were doing pretty good about. We like kind of kept the flow of the story, but this one fell apart real hardcore.
Yeah, it progressively gets shorter. I can go ahead and tell you guys that. And not like in increments, not like 5-10 seconds, no, like minutes.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what doesn't make it to the end.
Oh yeah, I really want to see yours, Tara, because like, what did I like not get?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, great segue there, Jeb, because we're gonna start by watching mine.
Well, what do you know?
So, let's get to it.
Let's go.
Deep in the deserts of Araka lived the Atrap, the giant scorpions. Fearsome creatures, they grow so large they can block out the sun. A single strike with their tail can poison a young tiefling and kill them instantly. It is a foolhardy journey to go after these. It's also very exciting. Rietta and I had traveled about 4 days out of the outpost, hunting a very young Atrap. Now the young ones, they are very small, very quick, and very dangerous. Though, you could have described Rietta and I that way. We believed ourselves so cunning that we had managed to trap a little one in the alcove. And just as we were about to strike, the mother appeared. The biggest creature I had ever seen. And we ran. We ran as fast as our little legs could carry us, but the mother was quick. She attacked. She nearly pierced my heart, but Rietta, she managed to blind the creature long enough for us to escape. Once out of reach, we thought ourselves safe. We laid upon the sands and laughed. Like a bell she rang out in the night. I never saw the sandstorm come. I was usually so good about those things. With no place to hide, we just had to lay upon the sands and hope we survived. I was so scared. But Rieta, she held me and looked at me with those beautiful green eyes, the ones that could see into my soul. And she said, "We are okay. We will survive so long as we have each other." We coiled our tails tightly to not lose track of each other in the sands, and we closed our eyes. And she was right. We survived. We made it back to the outpost. Callisto was furious with us, but I think a small part of her was just happy we were safe. 2 weeks later, Callisto led the attack on the Attrap Den, and we murdered them dead. I'm so sorry, Rieta. I did not know.
Hi.
Damn, Sarah.
There you go.
Wow.
Damn.
The
Like-
first thought that comes to my mind is thank you that we did not go after you.
For
Doug,
real.
That was
best of luck to you.
this guy right here.
Yep.
Chris, if you don't
no,
deliver
I'm
the
saying-
same emotional depth, then you're out of the group.
Don't understand the pressure I was under. immense pressure.
I think I'm on the wrong show.
Yeah. It's like, my story feels a little shallow now. I don't. I mean, I was because that was the first time that any of us besides Chris have seen it. I was like just watching it like I was watching a movie or something.
It's
like
so
an actual,
good.
Yeah, it was really good. Really
Well
good.
done. That was well done.
Like I want to know what happened and I want to know more details.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
was-
was the first. Go ahead.
No. After you.
I was gonna say it's the first Tele-Story where we had like a cliffhanger. Like none of us have tried that, and it was really good. I was like, "Dadgum, that was perfect."
Tried, just not nearly as good as hers.
Not as delivered.
nearly.
It's not delivered.
Yeah.
Was there a cliffhanger in other ones? I'm sorry if I forgot.
Yeah,
No,
what
that's
was
okay.
yours, Larry?
Mine was about the little goblin girl.
Yeah,
what was
like
the
we haven't seen her
cliffhanger?
back since. So like,
Yeah.
I wonder if she's okay. I wonder what happened to
Oh,
her.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
you're right.
But apparently, obviously, mine was not as emotionally impactful as the.
It's because you didn't cry on cue.
Exactly.
You cried.
Exactly.
Come on,
No.
Larry.
I'm like,
Larry,
I'm
if
sitting
you
there going,
cried, I would have remembered that.
we're okay. I'm okay. It's okay.
I like
one question.
obsessed about this.
Is the green of her eyes the same color as your ring?
Danny.
He figured it out.
Oh,
I had the moment she said her green eyes, I was like,
Wow. Wow.
But
Good
there's a
for
lot more
that.
to that story than just that the ring is the same color.
But
I imagine there is, but like I did not miss that.
man,
Yep.
dang y'all.
It's why whenever she sees green eyes, she gets a very particular like moment. Like sometimes she won't mimic them, depending on the shade of green.
Shit.
I seem to remember a certain situation coming up at some point in the campaign with that thing happening, and you intentionally saying, I don't change.
Yeah, I think it was Lord Greenwood's assistant, the elf.
I think you're right. Yeah, that sounds
What
right.
is her
Yeah,
name?
she had green eyes, and I chose not to mimic them.
Mhm.
Palessa, is that her name?
No.
Oduna?
Oduna.
Velduna is it? Yes.
That was what it was.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh man.
Mm.
I've also now said Rieta's name like 4 or 5 times now.
Yep. Oh, I've
Like when
caught
I wake,
that.
like when I wake up, like when I'm startled
Mhm.
awake by something,
Uh,
I usually say her name.
Yep.
Oh,
Because
I
like
wish
when
we did this
when
as
Palessa
characters.
woke me up when she was healing me, I said Rieta's name.
Mhm.
Huh.
I remember that, and there was another time where was it Stoke that woke you up? Maybe I think it was in the cave, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, basically, when someone wakes me up, usually
Mm-hmm.
Like I was startled awake. I was usually saying her name.
Yep.
I just assumed it was like an Al Rockin like curse or something like she was saying.
No, but I will start probably making up some more words to use because they're fun. But yeah, and like that, I obsessed about that story because it's a literal story and it's also a metaphor. Okay. So like every moment that occurs in that story is also metaphorical.
Are we supposed to get it, or are we missing?
And no, it has a lot to do with the backstory. So the metaphors will make more sense as you know more about the literal.
Because I'm struggling to figure out what that metaphor is.
Yeah, so like it's a lot of imagery. Like it's a lot of imagery that correlates to like moments that occurred for her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was that person. I went that hardcore.
Oh man, like when all this stuff comes out, eventually we're going to do like a supercut of this story. With all these events within the campaign and mix it all together.
That's actually really good idea.
But now you know about why I sent you the Sandstorm.
Mm-hmm.
As my response when you like Rain did that thing with me when we were still on the mushrooms.
Yeah, that was with Vander. Yep. Mm-hmm. The encounter with Vander.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Makes sense now.
Because I was scared.
Okay.
That's just like layer upon layer.
Yeah, because I'm that person. Yes. I'm that person.
Like I said, I'm really glad that my story was before yours.
For real though, yeah, we put you in the right spot.
I was a poor bastard who got the second spot.
So sorry, Chris. I'm so sorry.
I was like, oh boy.
I mean, that's not fun either. But I was talking about in general, like our character stories.
Yeah.
Imagine following that story, the next Tele-Story is like, oh.
Listen, everyone's stories have been beautiful. I have loved every single person's story.
I agree.
They have been
great as well.
They was just so well acted.
You can put our art on the refrigerator, but one is like a really crooked tree, and then there's the Mona Lisa.
Okay, yeah, listen,
the crooked tree is still fine.
I have a distinct unfair advantage because I went to school for this.
Yeah,
I've trained for this. It's my only skill.
And you do it really well.
Thank you.
You done did it good. You done did it good.
Did it.
Thank you. I was super nervous. Just super nervous to like have y'all see that story.
So, man, that was good.
That was really good.
You're nervous. I'm nervous.
I know. Now I'm just here to have a good time because now that my story's over, I'm just here to enjoy it.
Now the rest of us get to sweat like, oh god, we just.
I just am excited to hear everyone's like voice version of a story.
It's rough. It's real rough.
It's not going to be pleasant. It's going to be just.
Yep.
Listen, I had a really hard time with Chris's, so it's only fair.
Yeah, it's only fair.
It's
understand.
True. I think when mine comes up, it's like, oh, bathroom break for me.
Yep. Oh, my
Everyone just like turns off their camera and leaves.
I have to go downstairs for a minute. Oh man.
All right. Well, speaking of Chris's.
Oh man. All right.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yeah. Take a breath.
Uh-huh.
I'm ready. All right. Let's watch.
I don't think yours was that bad, Chris. I don't think yours was that bad.
Oh man. I don't know.
It's gonna be beautiful.
The Arakan Desert is home to the Altrap, great giant scorpions that are known to roam the desert in great various sizes, some that are known to block out the sun. Now, my friend and I, Rieta, decided to go after these. It's a foolhardy journey to go after these. Now, Rieta and I went after a smaller one, still fast, very quick, very dangerous with their tail, that can stab and kill a full-sized tiefling with no problem. Now, as we are encountering this one Altrap, we had upset the mother. The mother came at us. It was bigger than any creature I've ever seen. I was so scared. Now, Rieta quickly blinded the mother we escaped with nearly our lives. Now, we were so happy and laughing upon the sands, we didn't realize the sandstorm was coming. Normally, I could see these things. This time I didn't. Rieta and I just stayed on the sand, waited for the storm to pass. But Rieta held me close and looked deep into my soul with her green eyes. Said, as long as we will be okay, we have each other. We held our tails tight and rode out the storm together, which I was so scared about as well. But she was right. We did make it. We made it back, and Callista almost killed us. So upset that we had gone out after the trap. Now, 2 weeks later, we went after the trap again and killed them all. Rieta, I am so sorry.
That was pretty good.
Oh, great.
That was pretty spot on.
That was so much more succinct than my story.
I couldn't do the accent. I started going into German.
I hear it slip back and forth.
I went back and forth so many times because I was focused on trying to get the story right. I like slipped up on the accent over and
It's
over.
okay. It was beautiful. Doug, what'd you say?
If Easy and Asura have a kid, that's what they're gonna.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That would be the weirdest kid.
I thought it was super meta because it wasn't like Chris doing Asura. It was like Chris doing Easy doing Asura.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was.
It was exactly how I did it because it was Asura doing Easy. Because I couldn't get my accent to leave me. I thought you did a great job, though. I loved the mood lighting.
I said the lighting was really good.
Like in the cave.
I do appreciate that every sentence started with now.
Yeah, I could. I was like, every time I lose a train of thought, I'm like, begin it with now.
I don't know if I do that, but now I feel very called out if I do.
I don't think so. Actually,
I just was my mind couldn't think very clearly.
What is the monster? I know it's a scorpion.
Ultra.
Yeah, so I made up the name for it. So D&D doesn't have a specific name for giant scorpions. They're just called giant scorpions.
Oh.
So I made up the like tiefling word for
which is what?
A trap.
A trap?
Yeah.
Like a trap.
Like a trap. Yeah.
Don't worry. It gets lost. It's okay.
Yeah, so it's
I held on to it a little bit.
AHTRAP, a trap.
A trap. All right.
Yep.
I like it.
It gets changed. I don't know about lost.
That's true.
I think it gets lost, Danny. I don't remember saying that at all.
It's okay.
You used a different word, but you did mention a name of something.
Oh, I did?
Some kind of creature.
I can't wait.
Uh-huh.
To start making up new tiefling words. I'm here for it.
Oh man.
At some point you can try to tame one and name it Akbar.
Listen, okay, so speaking of speaking of Akbar,
yes.
so I have a knife that's a K-bar knife, and I was texting someone that I had gotten a new K-bar, and I was like, hey, I got a new K-bar, would you like to see it? And it translated to Akbar.
Uh-huh.
And then of course so the response was it's a trap, and so from this day forward my K-bar is known as Akbar.
Of course.
Akbar.
Yep. That works. Best name for a knife ever.
Yeah, it's not like you got one. You got a new one. So it implies you have old Akbars somewhere in your house. Now you have a new one.
I do. I have many knives in my house. I am a rogue.
Yeah.
K-bars are nice.
They are. I mean, mine's like theater. They're theater knives, so they're all blunted for safety. But yeah.
Darn.
I mean, I can sharpen them back up.
When I worked at Starbucks, I used to like make frappuccinos and always be like, "It's a frap." Nobody laughed.
Oh,
Wrong crowd.
Wrong crowd.
Yeah, you gotta read the audience, read the room a little bit.
Yeah, read the room.
My favorite thing during that whole was just watching Chris's live reaction, because he could not look at the camera at all.
I couldn't do it. Do it.
Don't worry, I have a feeling I'm gonna be the same way. It's gonna be like, oh god.
I'm really impressed though with the accent. Like I know, I know it's really hard because like now that we both perform with accents on the like it's so easy to walk into our own. So I was literally watching you like real time, like readjusting to like get the sound.
I even said Journey twice. I was like, God, doggone it.
I know. I was listening to you. You're like journey. Like, let's get this journey. Like we're trying to get the note.
Believing. Sorry.
I really could not figure out how to say journey in your accent. I like my mind was not having it.
Asura Vapula. Journey. Yeah.
Journey. Yeah.
I don't even remember what I would say. I was like, how would I say? I'm very impressed.
Thank
also,
you.
you really kept like the soul of Asura intact.
I was trying. That was
that's slightly too emo to be appropriate.
Yeah, man. Like even your like final tearful goodbye to Rieta, that was good too. Like all around, just top notch.
Thank you. I tried.
Quite impressed.
Yep.
Quite impressed. You did it.
10 out of 10.
High five.
I was stressed. I was quite stressed.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Who did you sent it to Larry next, right?
Larry, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sent to Larry on to the next victim.
Let's rip the Band-Aid off.
You're like, this is
got it, man. Come on.
It's gonna be beautiful, Larry. It's gonna be beautiful.
Oh, of course it is.
It's gonna be great. All right. I'm excited. All right, let's go watch Larry.
Let's do it.
Yep.
In Araka, there is a very dangerous creature called an Sting. It's a scorpion-like creature that could take out a full-size tiefling by itself. Well, my friend and I, Rieta, decided to go and seek one of these out for ourselves, a smaller one. And we found one, but in doing so, we've also attracted the attention of the mother. Well, Rieta blinded it, distracted it long enough for us to escape. And in our jubilance, I did not see the sandstorm coming. I normally see these things before they happen. And as we sat there waiting for the storm to pass, we held each other close, and Rieta said, as long as we have each other, we will survive. And we linked our tails together and rode out the storm, and we did survive. And when we got back, Callista nearly killed us. But it wasn't but a few weeks later that we decided to go out and find the mother, Alsting, and try to take it out, and we did. But I'm sorry, Rieta.
Yeah,
there it is. That's where the name change came in.
All right, I was wondering where it came from.
I remember now.
What was the word you used?
All-Sting, I think.
All-Sting.
Yeah. See, even now, I just watched it and I already forgot.
It is All-Sting.
Yes.
So yeah.
What's
Like
bad
a
is
good
that
neighbor, All-Sting is there.
All-Sting is there.
I explained it to everybody before, but I had done the recording before, like right after watching the video, and either I didn't hit the button or it got deleted. So I had to record it a second time, and by that time I completely forgot most of the story. So you got that version.
You did. You hit the core of it. The core of it is still there.
Like a good monster, All-Sting is there.
Or the other two members of the police are gone, so it's just All-Sting.
Oh, there you go.
I dream of rain and
Oh, Chris, I love you.
Whenever you give someone a CD, here you go. It's All-Sting.
It's All-Sting, guys.
Listen. I grew up on 1984 Dune, so All-Sting is all right by me. So long as he's shirtless and redheaded still. I'm here for this.
I'm trying not to segue on the remake.
You're trying not
The
to?
new Doom movie, yeah, it's coming out.
2020.
Yep.
Listen, everyone slept on this miniseries, and I feel like people need to also remember that there was 2 miniseries that Sci-Fi Channel did. They did Dune and Children of Dune, because that was when
that.
what's his face, the new Professor Xavier.
Patrick Stewart. No, James McAvoy.
James
McAvoy.
McAvoy played one of the twins in Children of Dune. He played Leto the third. I think that's right. He's
Sounds
Leto
really
the third.
familiar.
Yeah. Listen, I know my Dune. I know a few things, but I know my Dune.
And that's why Asura is from the desert, because Tara knows Dune very well.
I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I didn't choose El Rocca because I love Dune. I'm just saying that it was a bonus. But Larry, no, you did a good job with the accent.
You did good, Larry.
Yeah,
you held on. You held on.
Yeah, if nothing else, like I commit to it. Like even with the Austin things, like you know what, I don't remember what the word is, and I've used this one. I'm writing it out. Full commitment. Go for it, or at least 75% commitment, because you did see me like a couple of times.
I mean, that's me every time I'm doing the recordings when I'm trying to remember other people's stuff. I'm just like in real time trying to remember something. Yeah. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you guys. You're doing so good.
It was fun. Like it's not as much fun watching it, because it's like, oh,
you're trying to hide.
Lots of sweat.
I, for one, am thankful that you simplified the story.
Yeah, because you got it right after me. Yeah, so it was. This is where the story gets a lot shorter, by the way. That is where.
Yeah, I was like, that's
the turning point.
Y'all made it a lot more succinct than I did.
Yes, we do.
Keep drinking.
You went full actor on it. We went,
what are the
full
details?
Amateur on it. So
just the facts, ma'am.
Yep.
Listen, Asura's really into like heavy metaphor, lots of flowery language, only because it's fun and it causes enough distraction that people get confused by what's happening. So everyone else is here like, listen, we don't have time for this. We've got dinner.
just tell the story, give us the facts, and let's go.
Got places to be, man.
A traps to kill. Or now all stings.
Big monster. Friend went to kill it.
Yeah.
You guys didn't kill it. Like we could have listed it off essentially, and I'm sure I did. I just gave it a list. I'm glad the pressure's off of me now. Whew.
Yeah, how you feeling?
Yeah, can calm down a little bit.
Yeah,
heart rate's kind of slowed. It's kind of chill right now.
Proud of you. But yeah, like Rietta's still there.
Yep.
Lista's still there.
It sounds like a few things make it through.
Yeah.
A lot of things made it through. I was impressed.
Sandstorm's still there.
I mean, the main story stays there. It's just the flowery language gets left behind real quick.
The detail.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not really a metaphor.
Yeah. The metaphor died really fast, but the story still remains.
Oops.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
Yeah, totally fine. It works.
Fine.
Everything's fine.
Honestly, I feel like y'all should have just written my story for me, because I spent so much time on it, and you were like, "Here's the Reader's Digest."
10 words.
Got it.
Well, I think it's in character, like even the level of detail.
Yeah.
More enjoyable for the audience.
Indeed.
More stressful for the actor.
I feel like
typically how it goes, though.
Yeah, that's a good. If the actor is stressed, the audience is probably having a good time.
True.
I'll believe you.
That's fair.
I choose to accept that. Sure. Yeah,
right.
That's entirely right.
No penalty tax.
That's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Larry, do you have any other thoughts about that? I feel like we glossed very quickly through yours.
That's okay. It's I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't take criticism well. I feel attacked when you guys criticize me. So no,
all right then.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad it's over. I'm not looking forward to the next one when we get Doug's in 2 weeks, but That's going to be intense.
Cannot wait.
Yeah,
Doug's is gonna be amazing because it can be anything.
No pressure.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like he's gonna bring in like 4 characters and all of them gonna have that unique voice. Or
we gotta stop giving him ideas.
Yeah, dude. Way to go, Larry. We all are gonna appreciate that suggestion.
He's had 2 months. So believe me, he's come up with his own ideas.
NPCs sitting around a campfire arguing. Like, that's not how it happened.
I mean, we've already seen Palessa and Edrith like have a full fight with each other, so I feel like.
I mean, if you do that, you're just going to see a video of me going for like a minute and a half, just holding a camera, completely silent, giving you the stink eye for about a minute and a half.
Really?
I would love it. I would love it. Give me the story of all stories. I'm here for it.
Never ending story.
Oh man.
Never ending story. Now, god dang it! Now that's stuck in my head. Ooh, Falcor. Yeah. No, Larry, you did good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It's a hard dialect. Even I have a hard time with it, and I do it.
It's my accent.
And it's my accent, and I still mess up.
I practiced for about 2 weeks, and then that's just kind of what came out.
That's hardcore. That's hardcore. I appreciate it.
I have learned from an actual actor that it takes a little bit of time to actually dive into things like that. So
it does.
I just picked a line and said it over and over and over again.
Yep. The key is the hook. As you get yourself a hook, you say it enough times and it'll start to just like lock in your brain cells a little bit.
So maybe Valen will start speaking that way at some point. Who knows?
You're just like, hello, my name is Valen.
I've been lying to you the whole time.
You were from Alraka this whole time?
I have learned to be disciplined.
That's the line that I ran over my head for 2 weeks.
I still do it.
Learn to become invisible.
Listen, at this point, it is the only thing I ever hear that I can do the whole thing just from memory at this point. Invisible to the guards, invisible to my enemies. I remember even recording that over at Doug's house too, and like we like repeated the same lines like 5-10 times. Like, we're gonna emphasize this word now we're gonna emphasize this word now.
Oh boy, that's gonna be intense.
So y'all better prepare. You better be ready for when your characters come around, because
oh boy,
better believe I'm gonna watch those on repeat.
I feel overwhelmingly prepared.
Be prepared. All right. So then you passed off to Doug.
Yep.
I'm honored and excited to see our mighty DM play Asura Vapula. It is an honor and a privilege, sir.
In Alraka, there is a creature named an Altsting. And one day, my friend Rieta and I decided to go hunt one, a small one. And as we were hunting it, we also, we provoked the mother and tried our best to escape. And we did manage to escape the mother, but in our celebration and trying to escape, we did not notice a sandstorm coming in, which normally I am vigilant for such things, but this time I was not. And so we huddled together, and my friend Rieta said that as long as we are together, we will survive. And so we wound our tails together and weathered the storm. And we did indeed survive. When we returned home, Callista nearly killed us. But a few weeks later, we decided to go back out and hunt the mother this time. And hunt we did. And we killed it. But, well, I am sorry, Rieta.
That was good.
Pretty much what I said.
Yeah, man.
Doug is really good at like exactly what you give Doug. Doug will respond back with.
Yep.
Like his accent was good.
Nailing these accents.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so this is the secret here. Doug is the reason Asura has this accent at all. Because he sent me the audio file of him talking, saying like, this is the idea that I had for the Alracan dialect. And I was like, oh, I like this. Okay. And so then I made it my own twist on it. But yeah.
I definitely had an unfair advantage.
You did. You had a very unfair advantage.
I mean, it's good though, because the accent is holding strong so far. Like it's making its way through the first few videos. So you know, something to be proud of, guys.
Very impressed. I'm very impressed. Because I find my accent super hard. So I'm just like, yes, you're killing it.
I see what you mean though, Larry. Like now that I'm next, I'm getting more and more nervous. Like, no, we can skip me. It's fine.
Oh, Jeb, you're gonna be so good.
And don't worry, I already messed up by like cutting the story like in half. Like hers was a 3-minute story. Mine was
sure, but I took a lot of pregnant pauses. I had a lot of, and then I keep talking now.
No, that's true.
Because
acting.
Yes.
Acting.
Makes me think like it made me think about how I have to recall. I have to almost make a list of how the events in the story so I can recall them. And that's probably why that's how that is going to proceed from now to the end of this, because I didn't list format, and now everybody else is kind of following my list.
I mean, it works. Like if it works for your brain to keep track of it all.
Yeah,
have to.
Yeah.
Because I get caught in all the details because I'm trying to like listen to like every like breath pitch and like every change and like pace, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna remember that, and then I promptly forget what the point of the story was. And then I go, oh, that's right, I had to remember actual content. But I can get the uhs and ums great.
Just the whole video of Tara going.
Honestly, if it was just me doing vocal scoring for this whole story, I would be great. I'd be fine. But like putting content back into it, I'm just like, these were the words that they used. I think this is what's happening. Who was that person? Whose story is this?
What? Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah. But yeah, no. Doug had.
One more time.
Yep.
And take two.
Yeah, take two. Doug had the dialect on lock, and yeah. Although I will say, without the like acting beat, the "I'm sorry, Rieta" moment is so out of left field that I also was like, "Oh shit, did she die when we went back to go after those scorpions? Oh no."
Yep.
See, that's what I was curious about. Like, that's what I got, and I was like, "Is there something missing? Like, did we miss a piece of the story? Or was that always just the cliffhanger?"
It was the cliffhanger. It's just there was an emotional change that happened that contextually makes it different.
Yeah, and I think I kind of realized that from my story. I was like, okay, I see what she's trying to do here. Like, it made it a little bit easier for me to mimic it to some degree, not perfectly, but to some degree.
Yeah, I really like fucked y'all over with this one.
Yes.
Doug, that was spot on. Now we know if she ever has to take a sick day, who's gonna fill her shoes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta start practicing calling me sexy healing hands.
It's a lot of fun. I'm just saying.
Oh man.
It's one of the highlights. I can't wait for that. I really can't wait for that, for the day that I'm sick. And then Doug's like, okay, I'm going to play Asura tonight. And he just goes like, hello, sexy healing hands. And he does like hair flips, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Does little like knife tricks. And he's like, look how sexy and fantastical I am. I will throw the daggers now and hide. That's my impression of Doug doing my impression of me.
Yes.
It's a layered performance.
You come back next session and you guys are married, and you're like,
hey, I do have a say in this.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, no, he's like, roll for it.
Yeah.
That's great.
You better roll high.
I've already like violated Stoic's autonomy like at least 3 times now. I'm like, as myself, I really am not for that. I do not in any way, shape, or form ever recommend anyone trying to violate anybody else's bodily autonomy. Asura has not come to that discovery yet. She still has work to do.
Takes time. Takes practice.
Yeah. So I'm really excited when we'll get married, is what I'm saying.
I don't know if Stoic is or
Doug
not.
said it, so it's canon.
That's how this works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Pretty much.
Even the DM said it, so
yeah.
That's true.
Yep. It's just a matter of time now.
I gotta say, I almost feel a little bad because like it didn't really change much with me, and I'm like, the whole point of this is to mess up and make funny and everything, you know.
Yeah, but you lock in whatever anyone gives you. Mm-hmm. So like it's already been different, and you locked in the difference.
Yep. Like,
so anything that happens after that is like it is truly different.
Yep. It's more fun, I think, watching you, because I watch you each week. Like, okay, I want to see how well he actually took in that information, because you take it in and you just repeat it essentially.
Like I love the fact that you were so solid, because it's that much funnier to watch all the rest of us just fall on our faces.
We got your back, Doug. Don't worry. We took care of you.
Yeah, we'll be terrible for you.
Yep.
Also, it also just proved that like Doug is the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
I'm gonna take all these Tele-Stories, and the version is that I tell is the canon. So.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Have to go back and watch where mine fell in now.
Yeah, when we suddenly like changed a lot of that, like, oh, you got a crush on the singer girl.
Yeah, the bearded dwarf woman. Yeah.
The bearded dwarf woman.
Yeah. Oh, that's better be careful. You had him retell your stories too, so you better be careful.
It's gonna be good.
As long as you don't go with Stoic's version of mine, I think mine's the same. Now there's cars. That's the only like.
That's right. There were cars.
I mean, if Doug wants to make that canon, that's all right. But that'll make traveling a lot easier.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Pull all our gold together and go buy an automobile. Yep.
Yes.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
Can we do a full episode of Everwind Chronicles where we're just redoing Mean Girls?
What's her male best friend's name?
Oh, you go, Glen Coco.
Yeah, what's his name? Anyway, I'm that guy. Bear's gonna play him.
Yeah. For you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco.
You go, Glen Coco.
Yeah, just why are you purple? You can't just ask people why they're purple. You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's
so fetch.
Right. Well, with that, Jeb.
Yep.
I believe the story is yours now.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
You're welcome in advance, people.
Thank you.
In Araka, there is a creature called the Arstid, and my friend Rieta and I went to go out and hunt one, and so we went out into the desert, and we saw an Arstid, and we got it. Ooh, this one's so hard. The accent. And we got it. But then the mother arrived, and Rieta and I had to run away, and we did. We escaped the mother, but as we were leaving, a sandstorm came up. Before the sandstorm, the sandstorm came. I did not notice. Usually I see these things, but I was preoccupied. But me and Rieta, we sheltered the storm together. We had our little tails curled up. and we got by. We survived the night and went back to town and healed. And we vowed to go back into the desert to find the mother and kill it, which we did. But I am sorry, Rieta.
I love how you were stress petting the cat. I found that great. So,
She jumped in my lap.
Oh no, I don't remember anything.
Every time Jim does that, all I see is the claw from Inspector Gadget.
I know,
the
same thing.
Oh, God, Jim.
Dang, Doug. All right.
That was perfect, brother.
Great.
Man, that was perfect.
Oh, that was so. Yeah, thank you.
Right?
Do what?
So you were voicing Easy in that.
Yes, I was like, that was so much fun. Easy.
That was my.
I know.
The Allsting. Or Allsteed.
It was very German.
That's why I was laughing so hard. I couldn't stop. Like, I think I laughed harder in this one. Not because it was like it was bad. It was so much of German. It just made me laugh.
I laughed because Jeb was actually. You were doing me more than you were doing Asura.
I mean,
because you did the eye thing. You did the eye thing.
Oh.
While you were acting, you did like your eyebrows.
I did. I don't know where that came from, but
well, because I do eyebrows. I do eyebrow acting.
That's true. So when I see Asura, I just see Tara. Like
I do too. I envision Asura doing the eyebrow thingies all the time.
Because like while I was watching it, I was just like watching you do this.
Yeah, yep, I did. Don't know where it came from.
Yours is my favorite by far. I loved every second of it.
Yes, that was so well done.
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention to that story at all.
Sorry, Danny.
Well, the getting to one point, go, oh, wait a minute, nope, I missed a part. Okay, let me go.
Don't worry,
reverse. Oh, we gotta go back.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it was the most Tara version of all the stories so far. Because Jeb was basically like, that's what I do. Like, oh, wait, I forgot a part. I gotta go back. No, wait, I said that part. I gotta go forward.
Yeah. I don't know how I did that, but
it's because we've known each other for many years now, Jeb.
I just slip into that role super easily, I guess.
Well, then take two. When I'm sick and someone needs to be me, then Jeb is playing me. And Doug is playing Asura.
Yep.
I'm Tara, and I get to yell at Doug when he plays my character wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
And make sure you ask like D&D centric questions of like how you do your basic stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Burn.
I mean, it was, but also it's true.
I say the only reason I say that is because Tara like says that on her own accord all the time.
I do. It's so hurtful and yet so true.
See, I tend to think you play the game just fine. You do it just as well as everybody else does. Yep.
I appreciate you saying that. You're a dirty, dirty liar.
You dirty, dirty
liar.
Hey,
no, that's okay.
But that was so good.
It was great.
Like, I just want to rewatch that story. That's what I want to rewatch.
That one's so good.
Put it on repeat. Yep.
That was the first time I watched you guys as you're listening to my story, and I tell you, that was the fun part, watching all of y'all just fall apart to me falling apart.
I was laughing so hard, man.
It was literally like you opened your mouth and like the first eye twitch happened and I was already gone. I was like, oh man, I'm done.
Yeah. Literal tears of joy are coming from my face during that. It was so good.
You're making me cry.
It was so beautiful. Yeah, I'm crying, but for a very different reason for this time around.
Where we can rely on Doug to recount whatever story he's given almost verbatim, we can rely on Jeb to just make us completely fall apart laughing because
perfect. That's perfect.
Because there's no plan. I just all right, there's video, hit record, and let's go.
Yep. There was some information here. I kind of remember some of it. I remember parts of it in different order. It's okay.
I realized too, we changed the name yet again to now Allstead.
The Allstead.
It works.
The Allstead.
Yep.
The Allstead.
Oh.
All steady on the western front.
What, Doug?
I said Allstead, taking the sting out of life's tragedies.
Right.
It was so dumb and so good.
I mean, now you have the name of your fantasy insurance company, Doug. So, you know, when you need that in the world, which obviously we do.
Yeah, we definitely need Allstead insurance.
Have the name and have the motto for it.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the sting out of the world.
Oh my God! If D&D had life insurance, so many more people would die. It's like, wait, we can take out life insurance on this guy?
You could heal him right now, but
listen, y'all. If it turns out that this world does have life insurance, you better believe Asura is just murdering people.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
she's just collecting everyone's life insurance policy. She is going to be everyone's second wife. 20 years younger. Oh my God, I didn't realize he was sick. He was eating his oatmeal and then he was on the ground and I waited for 5 hours until he stopped choking. Yeah.
Ma'am, he was covered in burns and stab wounds. I don't.
He ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
I thought that's how you resuscitated someone.
I mean, isn't it technically called a bounty? I mean,
just saying. Listen, some of us are into short form quick kills. Some of us are in it for the long haul.
The long con, yeah.
Listen. I am prepared to give up 5 to 7 years of my life to a marriage if I'm guaranteed that life insurance policy and the kids get nothing.
The kids get nothing.
I know who I am.
That's brutal.
In typical Asura fashion, this took a dark turn.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Asura Vapula, and I think things are both funny and dark. Sometimes at the same time.
Dark humor, that's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a choice.
There are others. Jeb, that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. I loved it.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed my journey as well.
I am most eager, Danny, to see yours. Based on Asura and Stoic's history, or not history, or maybe future.
Should I preface, or should I just wait until after the nightmare's over?
Do you need to preface, or do you want to just jump in?
I just want to say that thank you, Jeb, for the privilege of going after you.
You're welcome.
Because I watched your video and just like, oh shit. So I had to get a little creative. So I'll just say that. I didn't know what to do.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh boy.
Stoke here, doing Asura's telephone story, and hold on, I have to get in character. There we go. Okay, now I'm ready. I'm going to tell you a story from a land called El Raqqa, where when I was a young tiefling, I went out with my friend Rieta, and we ventured out and to go hunt an Alistar, I believe. And while we were out, we suddenly got caught up in a sandstorm, which I'm normally very aware of, but I was caught off guard. So we hid and we sheltered together and we weathered the storm. And once we weathered the storm, we went back to town where we rested up and prepared ourselves to go back. And we found that Oraka and we killed it. We got our revenge. But I am so sorry, Rieta. End of story.
Oh, Danny. Oh.
And brings the passion back in.
Oh. Wow.
The greatest thing I've I've ever seen in my whole life.
That was amazing.
When I was editing and saw, I didn't listen, but I saw the hook. I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for Danny's. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
amazing.
Yep.
I can't do accents, so I'm like, I'm going prop.
But you did you did the tease. You did all the tease. You hit those tees really hard. I heard that. Also, I love the fact that you said I'm gonna do Asura. Tele-Story.
Talk about pregnant pauses.
I didn't even notice that pause. That's terrible.
So when you said that, I was like, yes.
Oh man.
Go on.
Tell me more.
Progression for their relationship.
We jumped from like, do we like each other to full on let's
No, but this is just like the nursery rhyme. First K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Now there's a baby in the tree. Like that's just
That's exactly how it works. Very proud.
Gets a roll with advantage.
Danny, that was the most beautiful story I've ever heard in my whole life.
I mean, you and Jeb ending this one is just, it could not have been a more perfect pairing.
So good.
Yes.
So good.
I like too. Your camera placement was really nice. Like the hunched over, like the high angle. I was really. I don't know what it did, but I loved it.
And cinematographers over here, like, nice.
Yeah.
Good dissolve.
I will have to admit, I really do like costumes.
I'm sad that I didn't think of wearing a hood.
Right? Man.
That was great.
I mean,
And the mood light. See, like it started with mood lighting and then we went full costume by the end. And I'm upset that I did not think of both of those things.
Too stressed on actually telling the story. Like I can't remember.
I was just terrified.
Terrified.
What?
Terrified.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very original. It's not the first I've heard it.
One could say it was terrific.
That doesn't really work as well. I get a lot of terribles.
Yeah, but I've heard that one before too.
Yeah. That's why my name literally inside of our Discord is "This is terrible."
Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
This is terrible.
No, but this is terrible. Like
this is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Danny, that was.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Art.
Although I do appreciate that the last words are actually now super ominous based on the way that Lincoln said over. Like, I'm sorry, Brianna, and I was like, oh shit. You're not wrong, but oh shit.
I couldn't figure out where they came from until I got to see the actual first rendition of the story. I was like, something's missing, I think, because like that's weird. So I don't know how to say this.
Yeah.
Oh, this was so beautiful. This was so beautiful. Rihanna made it all the way to the end.
Yep, she did. Calista got lost.
That's the only person.
Yeah, Calista got lost. The Attraps got lost. Like all of I almost got stabbed in the heart. Her beautiful green eyes. Like all of that got lost. But like, Rihanna survived.
I rewatched Jeb's afterwards. Like after I recorded mine, I rewatched it just because I like to see how much I missed. And I was like, oh, there was a mother. I was like,
the mother scorpion,
yeah, the mother scorpion.
I was like, oh.
Don't worry, it wasn't the only thing that got lost in translation along the way.
I didn't even mention Callista. Like I didn't even hear her in Doug's store for some reason.
I'm glad I didn't give everyone their full names. That would have been that much worse.
No.
I called them by their
nuts.
Nope.
If I said their
wouldn't
full
have made
names,
it.
that would have been even worse.
Have made it.
Yeah, for all of our viewers out there that like League of Legends, we use 2 League of Legends characters, Alistar and Callista, are 2 characters in the game.
Oh, no way.
Weird how they both got into the story randomly. I was like,
yeah.
What?
I don't even play
Alistar. I heard him say it.
And I wasn't even thinking about that. I just like the name Calista, so I was like,
yeah, Calista. Calista is one of the characters in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like it's a good devil name. I was like, I'm just going with Calista.
Wait, Calista? See, I only know Calista from like Xena.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Xena, she's in there too. Yeah.
Yeah, Callisto.
Forgot about that, Callista.
Is the blonde Xena?
Mm-hmm.
The terrifying blonde Xena.
There's a
blonde Xena or the K?
Yeah, so in Xena Warrior Princess, she goes up against this blonde warrior named Callista, who is basically her arch enemy, because Callista was like groomed to basically hate Xena.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. Not to be confused with her blonde best friend Gabriella.
Oh yeah.
She's strawberry, thank you.
Well, she went blonde and then cut her hair super short towards the end.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And then her halter shop kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
It's because she became an Amazon queen.
It's true. Yeah, she did become an Amazon queen.
Like, yeah.
Now I just want to watch episodes of Xena. I love that.
Watch that and Buffy and like all the good classic 90s.
I met Kevin Sorbo.
Oh, really?
At Dragon Con. The year that you and I went to Comic-Con, I met him. Because he was coming out of that meet and greet signature area.
Yeah.
And I was heading towards the bathroom.
That's
so it was after we met the guy that was the Hellraiser dude.
I don't think I was with you for Hellraiser.
No, there was just like a guy that was dressed up as Hellraiser, because he was standing next to the guy who was dressed as Barf from Spaceballs.
I vaguely remember this.
The two guys were just standing next to each other. I think I have a picture somewhere. It was a very weird experience. But I was walking to the bathroom and I literally like ran into Hercules.
That's right.
And then I like freaked out and told y'all about it afterward. I was like, you guys,
you didn't tell us?
I did tell you.
No, but like we could have met Kevin Sorbo too.
Yeah, but he was with his manager and they were walking away. But like, yeah, because that's also when I took that really stealth picture of Brent Spiner, because he was on his way to the bathroom too, and I like took a picture. Oh. Because I'm that person.
Dang, we need to go back to Dragon Con.
That's when this is all over and the world is somewhat put together again, we're all going to Dragon Con. Every viewer, you're coming to Dragon Con with us. We're all going together. Absolutely. Let's go, friends.
And Danny, we're all wearing costumes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, buddy.
Full out.
Oh, Doug's face.
That week.
You can dress up like a DM.
True.
Just walk around, just like, hey, I'm a DM.
We'll put a printed sign on you that just says DM, and that's all you. Yeah. Just wear your typical black T-shirt or something like that.
Right.
DM.
And then have a book with you, and then just be like, we can roll for it.
And new character sheets ready to go.
Yep.
Like, for all those.
Don't even joke. I would love that. I would love if some random person was just like, here's a character sheet, and I'd be like, thank you.
for all those TPKs.
Hey. I would love that so much. I miss being in groups of people. I can't believe I'm saying that out loud, because I'm not a big fan of groups of people, but I really miss groups of people.
I miss conventions. The Comic-Con seasons kind of has somewhat passed, and it's like, I didn't get to go to any this year.
It's all right. We're gonna do it. We're gonna meet all of our beautiful nerd friends out in the new nerd universe.
In the nude universe.
The nude universe out in the nude universe.
Okay, I mean,
that's how you fight Corona, guys.
Very effective.
Why not?
I'm definitely gonna be sick that week.
I got the black lung pop. All right. This has been a ride.
Yeah, it sure has.
Yes.
I've been on an emotional roller coaster today, and I've loved every second of it.
So much fun.
All right. We gotta watch mine again, don't we?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right. So after seeing all that beautiful bean footage, let's go back and watch the original.
Deep in the deserts of Araka lived the Atrap, the giant scorpions. Fearsome creatures, they grow so large they can block out the sun. A single strike with their tail can poison a young tiefling and kill them instantly. It is a foolhardy journey to go after these. It's also very exciting. Rietta and I had traveled about 4 days out of the outpost, hunting a very young attrap. Now the young ones, they are very small, very quick, and very dangerous. Though, you could have described Rietta and I that way. We believed ourselves so cunning that we had managed to trap a little one in the alcove. And just as we were about to strike, the mother appeared. The biggest creature I had ever seen. And we ran. We ran as fast as our little legs could carry us, but the mother was quick. She attacked. She nearly pierced my heart, but Rietta, she managed to blind the creature long enough for us to escape. Once out of reach, we thought ourselves safe. We laid upon the sands and laughed. Like a bell she rung out in the night. I never saw the sandstorm come. I was usually so good about those things. With no place to hide, we just had to lay upon the sands and hope we survived. I was so scared. But Rietta, she held me and looked at me with those beautiful green eyes, the ones that could see into my soul. And she said, "We are okay. We will survive so long as we have each other." We coiled our tails tightly to not lose track of each other in the sands, and we closed our eyes. And she was right. We survived. We made it back to the outpost. Callista was furious with us, but I think a small part of her was just happy we were safe. 2 weeks later, Callista led the attack on the Attrap Den, and we murdered them dead. I'm so sorry, Rietta. I did not know.
It's cringier the second time.
Not cringy at all. That's
I'm still
amazing.
Yeah,
that was good. That was real good.
Okay, I'm done. I did it. I'm done.
All emotional energy is expended. Expended.
I was so nervous all day today about this one. Just like I was like, oh no, they're all gonna see it.
Yep. And we all loved it.
I was just really, I want to tell y'all so much stuff now. Like I want to tell you all about it.
I want to know. Trust me, I want to
know. But yeah. So I've been dropping little nuggets around up until now because I've been like
breadcrumbs.
Yeah, just be like, just in case anybody noticed. But I know that y'all do the same thing. I know that y'all are dropping little breadcrumbs.
Yep.
Here and there, waiting for one of us to pick it up, and some of us have, and some of us haven't.
Just staying true to our characters. Some of us are just oblivious to things, and it's okay.
And some of us are too self-centered to care about anyone else right now.
Yeah, that works too.
I'm very happy for tonight because I loved listening to everyone's versions of Asura.
Yeah, for the most part, the accents kind of stuck through, at least an attempt stuck through pretty much the whole way.
And Danny, I know that you say you're not good at accents, but you got the rhythm with the you got that really well. So
thank you.
We'll just work on the R rolling and you'll be great.
I've been trying to do that since I was a kid and still can't. So
I can't either.
It's all right.
I'm not good at it. You have to make it up as you go, or make it sound like you're rolling your R's.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's also the back of the throat R's.
That's what I do.
I can't do those. The French ones, I can't do those. Fran was trying to teach me and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I just sounded like I was like hacking up something.
Got some phlegm there. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, no.
On this expansion, you just sound German.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically German at that point. You're just like, it's like.
I can say Schmetterling.
Schnell, schnell.
So there's gonna be an episode where all of us are gonna get cloned into a version of Easy, and so we're gonna all have to do the performance of Easy.
Yeah.
Yes. Can that be a thing, please?
I mean, there is the obligatory episode, like the body switching episode.
That's what I was wondering.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Where we all have to act as the other another character.
We need a body switching episode. We need a musical episode.
Yep.
Musical.
Yeah.
The all barred episode.
All barred.
I'm 1,000% here for it.
You won't be once everybody starts singing. Trust me.
I have feelings about things. Let me sing them to you now. Like that. It'll be that. The whole episode will be that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, like,
guys, 3
Danny
hours.
and I will be in the corner making obscure musical theater jokes.
I'm for it. 100% for it. Mm-hmm.
And the rest of us are going, huh?
That or I'm going to try to make
double spear attack. I'm just trying to think like West Side Story. We're just like snapping towards the troll.
Magic missile.
Follow the Dark Dragon.
Oh yeah, no easy. You're gonna have to do jazz hands.
I have to do jazz hands the whole time. Yeah.
Yep. That's a very easy thing to do too.
It's a very easy thing to do.
Hey.
As I'm doing spells with jazz hands.
I would love that. It just fire just shoots everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone has to watch out. It's an AoE attack essentially.
He spent all the slots. All right, I'm done. Jazz hands took it out of me. Sorry, guys.
Asura's gonna learn how to tap dance. It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Makes sense.
No, Stoic would totally be that guy, like from Stomp with trash cans on his feet.
Bringing back the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Who's doing cats though? That's what I want to figure out. Bear's over there like memory.
See, I was thinking more Phantom of the Opera. I was just like, all of a sudden, Plus had the most beautiful voice. Like, what? Where did that come from?
He's just like, angel of music. Like, you're just like, oh my goodness, hello, hi. I know you got a messed up face, but hello.
Hi.
I know you're kidnapping me into this like dungeon with a lot of cameras. Hi. How'd you get an organ down here? Hi.
So where do you see us going?
Who doesn't like a dungeon?
Right?
I'm not gonna get to that question.
I didn't hear any no's.
It's because I got excited and quiet, and I was just like,
Consent is key.
it is.
Danny, you're making me feel real weird about the title of Dungeon Master.
The fact that you hadn't felt weird about it up until now speaks volumes to you as a person.
Oh yeah.
You sweet,
You notice that's why a lot of people go by GM instead of DM. They're like, I'm a game master.
No.
Yeah, but then I think general manager.
I do too, actually.
I think a general manager. I can see GM.
What's the general manager doing here?
I'm gonna need you to come in and play on Saturday.
Yeah.
Me Steepler? I'm just in the back. Where's me Steepler?
I made my office order me one at the last place I worked. They were like, do you need any office supplies? I'm like, I need a red stapler. I'm like, I'll send you a picture. I need a specific
red swing line.
They're like,
a red swing line, baby.
Did they get it?
Hell yeah, they did. I still have it.
Perfect. That's great.
Like, did they get the reference? Or they say, okay, sure, a red sleeper. That's fine. Yeah.
I took it. Oh, I don't have it up here. I took it with me.
Oh, it's so good.
I mean, haven't we all?
You burned the building down.
Yeah.
The whole building.
We don't condone burning down buildings. Oh, my dear friends. You are a joy and a pleasure, and I'm so happy that I got to spend this time with you.
Another one.
Thank you for making Asura so much more robust than I could have ever imagined. She is beautiful.
Welcome.
And you did so good with her. Oh, yeah. And at this point, all of our characters have now had a story. And it is finally our time to all turn our heads to look at the DM.
Wait, I gotta go up this way.
Where is it?
Wait, where is he in relation to you? He's like over there. Wait, no.
Look up.
Yep.
Oh, it's right there. Hi.
I got him.
We get to hear a beautiful story that we will have no idea who it is or what it's about. It's a true mystery, and I'm very eager to hear it and properly butcher it.
You have to go back and watch all the episodes up to this point and practice all the NPC voices that we've heard so far.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
I know. I'm like, I am Hadressa. I am Hadressa. I am Hadressa. I just like be super creepy in the back, like trying to get the voice right. I am Hadressa.
No, you gotta do method acting though. You like every time you go to the store or whatever, you're like, do you have these?
I'm just gonna wear a hat everywhere I go and just like only kind of look up just enough for my silver eyes to show and then disappear again. And I'll make it pitch black no matter where I am. Turn off all the lights.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Bombs.
Yep.
You will get me flaming hot Cheetos.
I really want Hadressa to get some flaming hot Cheetos.
I say so. Hadressa likes flaming hot Cheetos. That's
noted.
Or the old memory bank.
Canon now.
Yep.
Yeah, like Hadressa going grocery shopping would be such a funny video.
Where is the 2% milk? I only stole and 1%.
She would just give really inside information about the customers. You want to buy this steak because your husband left you 10 years ago, and you think if you buy this steak, it will make you more independent. And you just walk away.
You're like, God damn. Or like, they're going to be like, you should definitely put that back with your cholesterol as high as it is right now. And you'd be like, I'm sorry about your cancer diagnosis. What cancer diagnosis? Oh, that's later today. Never mind. And you're like, oh my God. It'll get dark. It'll get dark with her. Let's be honest.
It always does.
I'm sorry that I made that joke because I know it's in poor taste. Also, she would do that.
Yes.
She would. We know. We know she has that.
We've been on the other end of that a few times. Yep. 100%.
Oof.
Like, why do you need 30 pounds of beef? And she just stares at him.
Says nothing. And the poor cashier's just like.
Clean up at register 1. At register 1.
You know, bring a mop and a bucket.
Well,
just like, be careful.
Nope, that's a nope. I'm just gonna walk out of the store. Yeah. I quit.
Yep.
I can't do that. Nope. No, you can't do it.
I don't like it.
See your manager. Oh no. Is Hadressa? Is she basically a Karen? Is that what Hadressa is?
No, she would kill Karens.
She probably would, yeah.
A Karen would show up and she'd just be like, and suddenly the whole room would go silent. And you're like,
but now I'm picturing all the different NPCs grocery shopping.
That is so good.
Oh no, we've given Doug an idea for his Tele-Story video.
I know.
I'm for this though. This is a great idea.
Co-talk, like just being like, listen, if you don't get me that, I'm going to take this glass bottle of Coke and shove it down your throat and then punch you in the neck.
It's so gross. And Oath is just there, like, with her, like, box of, like, Cocoa Crispy or, like, Count Chocula cereal and her bottle of milk. And she's just, like, waiting for this to be done so she can go home and have her cereal. But then at the same time, she sees there's trouble, so she like kicks the bottle because it's a glass bottle of milk, and it like smashes into someone's head. And she takes like the like Count Chocula, and she's like shoving it down someone's throat and like pulling their head back. Like she never says a word. Just suddenly like just absolute chaos on the cereal aisle.
No, I love that Otha is a a junk foodie. Like she just in her
definitely.
heart of hearts. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? She eats nothing but like boxed ramen, cereal, whatever discount Pringle flavor of the week there is. Like
eats Pringles.
Those
gummy worms like all day, every day.
She can eat right back because she burns it off really quickly.
Yeah.
Well, when you're keeping up with Kotak, gotta keep that sugar intake high.
Yep. Work on that cardio.
She's gonna be diabetic, man.
Listen, some people just have naturally fast metabolisms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of them, but I've heard about them. I'm sure
they exist.
Well, friends, I love you all so much. Thank you. Thank you for those who are watching tonight. I hope this was as entertaining for y'all as it was for us to laugh at each other. I hope you're enjoying learning about our characters. I love learning about all of our characters. Like,
I really enjoyed this.
So, thank you. Love you.
Thanks, guys.
Stay safe. Get in trouble. Good kind of trouble. Safe kind of trouble.
Thank you.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Yep. Chapter 18.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.